What's going on, YouTube? Today we are back with my tomatoes. As you can see, they're growing very well. The issue is, I believe they're gonna start outgrowing these tomato cages. So I needed to kind of think ahead before they start growing the tomatoes fully and things get too heavy and start snapping branches. So I figured I need to make a trellis kind of on the outside, on the outer borders of the raised bed. I figured that'd be the easiest route to go. So that's what we're gonna cover today. I have no clue what I'm doing, so we're gonna see how it turns out at the end. So stay tuned. This is gonna be more of just a time lapse to see what I'm doing, but I'll tell you my initial plans. So my plans are, I have these little planks of wood here, and my plan is to just put them like this. I'm just gonna screw them into the sides here, and I'm gonna cut some of these, and either I'm gonna cut them or I'm gonna use my old guitar strings and tie them on, and maybe like just drill holes as I need to. So I think I might go that route. So that way I can kind of be specific and not like have restrictions as to like, it's got to grow on its own until it gets to the plank up here for me to be able to tie it off. Like, I just want to be able to tie it off individually and have a little bit more control. So I think that's the route we're gonna go. Yeah, so stay tuned. All right, so I finished putting up the post, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks, and I figured I'm gonna go the route that saves me money, and because I know these tomatoes here aren't the only plant that I'm gonna have to make a trellis for. So I figured I still have a good bit of these little posts left over, so I can make plenty of these for the garden for anything that needs it. And I'm gonna use old guitar string as the little tie-off points. I'm not gonna use the string to tie directly to the stems because I feel like that's gonna cause damage. But these will give me specific mounting points where I know like I'm gonna have to tie something off or have it like sitting on. I can trellis it up wherever I want to. And all I need to do is just, I'm gonna pre-drill some holes so I can feed the guitar string through. So I think that's actually gonna work because I got plenty of spare string and wire. So let's see how this works. I gotta go get my drill. Whew, it might be overcast, but it is hot as shit. Don't want to lose that. Almost fell. So I think I'm gonna create just for the first one. I think this will be a good tie-off point, like right here. So all I need to do oops, I done kicked some screws. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. And then just feed one of them there strings through. Nah, you know what? I don't think that's gonna work. I think I'm actually gonna have to tie this. Either way, yeah, that works. Either way, I'd much rather repurpose something that I already have than spend money on something I may not need. Because believe it or not, I was actually not gonna make this video. I went to Walmart, Ace Hardware, went to a couple other places, Tractor Supply being one of them, and you would not believe how much some of them want to charge for like just a trellis. Like they had some like pre-made like latticing, and it was 40 bucks a piece for like, it was 4 foot by 2 foot. And they wanted $40 for it. I was, you're out of your damn mind. So, yeah, that was not gonna happen. Definitely not as tight as I'd want it. I'm gonna redo this side. There we go. That's the tension I wanted. I'm not gonna try to play a note with it, but I do want it to be somewhat tight. There we go. Why? Why are you wanting to be difficult? Help me understand. There we go. That's better. Cut off the excess. Boom. I think that works pretty good. If you haven't noticed, it's 90 degrees here. So then, all I need to do, get some twine or some kind of string, and just tie things off as I need to. And so, obviously, they're not so overgrown where I need to do that yet, but I wanted to be prepared for when I do have to start tying them off. So, this is going to be the method I use. And yeah, all in all the wood that I got, probably I only used about, it was $3 for an 8-foot plank, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 bucks for all these individual trellises, if you want to look at it that way. So $3 each, and then obviously old guitar strings that were otherwise going to be used as trash. So I'd say this would be a very good budget way to make sure that you have a trellis and that your plants aren't going to get too weighed down by tomatoes. All right, guys, so that is going to conclude today's video. I hope it was helpful in case you guys needed to know how to make budget trellises. We got it figured out. And I had no idea what I was doing either. I was just doing guesswork and it turned out pretty well. So I have pretty high hopes for the rest of you guys watching. If y'all don't know how to do it, neither did I. So before we go, I did want to give you an update on the garden. First of all, I've been seeing a lot more butterflies lately hanging around the garden, which I'm assuming that's a good sign. And I also got little soaker hoses going down the rows and kind of winding through and around the corn, because if you didn't know, I'm 6'1", so bending over and watering, I don't know why I bend over to water, but I do, to get to the base and not cover the entire plant. But long story short, my back hurts. So I got the soaker hoses and it has made my life a lot easier. So yeah, other than that, the seedlings, that video is going to be coming here soon. They're almost ready to transplant. I am going to definitely wait on the tomatoes and the peppers. The cucumbers and the okra, those are what I'm going to be transplanting in the next video. And well, not the next video, but the next transplanting video, because the peppers and the tomatoes are definitely not ready for transplant yet. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and the usual like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.